Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity, especially now risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Akwat out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. Alright, so to you I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world eagerly calls by the name of JC. All right, and this is brought to you in part by giving the prophecy that the Lord said. Well, the Lord gave the earth to the possession of Esau, Edom. All right, the basis of men, and he had them set up to rule for a time. All right, but we're at the end of this time period, as you were, uh, of his rulership. All right, because he's ruled for quite some time, and now it's time for this man's ruling to end. All right. Um, he was given the blessing from the beginning. All right. He was blessed with the sword. That means he was blessed to go out and destroy. All right. Everything he touches is destroyed. All right. It's been perversed in some type of way. All right. Adulterated, poisons. Dealing in witchcraft, sorcery, things of that nature. All right. Um, you got this thing going on in Earth right now, and he's got the pharmakia. All right, he deals in witchcraft. That's his mo. All right, and people are taking this thing, thinking that it's going to make them better, but it's actually just making things worse. But that's the whole point. That's his agenda from the jump. Again, he was blessed with the sword. He was blessed to destroy. That's all he knows. That's all he knows how to do. All right. So this base man, all right, is about to be taken out of rulership. All right, Revelation 12 and 12 will tell you that. He's doing all these things because he knows he has but a short time left. All right, and to rule. All right, and it was prophesied that this is it. This is his. This is his end. All right. So we're just gonna come up with a few of these scriptures stating just that. All right. This is gonna go into the book of Daniel. All right. Salakia. This is Daniel 4, and I'll start at verse 14. All right. The point is in 17. Daniel 4:14. He cried out, Salakia. He cried aloud and said, "Thus, hew down the tree and cut off his branches, shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with the band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth." Right? The Israelites brought up in all these different different captivities. All right, brass of iron across their neck, things of that nature. All right, but you got to remember the Lord is about balance. Everything that was done to the Israelites, the same thing is going to happen to this base man. All right, and all his people. All right, verse 16. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. All right. So the rule, Yahweh Shem Shai gave the earth to the base man to rule. Okay, and you hear that in the. All right, this is Job 9:24. Right, just to prove what has been said. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so this base man is not just the lowest of the low, but he's the wicked one. He's blessed with the sword. He's wicked. All right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Right, he made all the saints. He made the Messiah himself to look just like him. All right, when it tells you clearly in the book of Revelation that Yahweh Shai, and clearly because Yahweh Shai says, "If you see me, you see my Father." So the book of Revelation, which means to reveal, tells you what Yahweh Shai looked like. It says his skin was, or his hairs were wool, right? Woolly hair, right? Not long, effeminate, straight hair. It said wool, right? White like wool, which would be a so-called Negroes type of hair, all right? And skin like fine brass pulled from a fire, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so if brass is already a brownish color, and if you put it into a fire, now what color? It's going to be even darker. But what image do we see? A so-called white man. All right. So yeah, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He cover up the faces of the judges thereof. And if not, where and who is he? Who else would do something like that? All right. If it was a so-called Negro, why would he make his what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, like a superhero. Why would he make his superhero look like somebody totally different, or somebody he looks up to? Why would he make him look different instead of looking like him? Same color, all right, same type of features. Why would he make it like someone else? All right. In fact, all right, kind of deviating from subject, but at the same time being on subject. The so-called uh, Chinese, all right, the Moabites, as what they're biblically known in the scriptures. If you look at a lot of their Japanime, all right, even not the Japanime, well, yeah, even the Ammonites, so-called Japanese, all right, a lot of their anime, all right, it should look like them, but what does it look like? It looks like a so-called white man. Why? Because they, especially the Moabites, the so-called Chinese, they do their best to be like Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, they want that status. All right, that type of power, and they've always done that. All right, but getting back on subject. All right, the so-called white man did this in the scriptures. He made every character that you see in the scriptures. Even today, you look at a typical Bible, and you're gonna see they look like so-called white people. All right, whether it's Grecians or Italians or anybody that look of that type of nature. All right, it doesn't look like who the people should be, which are the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. They don't look like dark people. All right. So yeah, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, who he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If it wasn't the Edomites, who was it? Where are they? Okay. So these base men, all right, were set up to rule, as you see here, all right, and what it's like this: what comes up must comes down. All right, the Lord is about balance. All right, because it tells you uh, a false balance is abomination to the Lord. All right, He's not all love, He's not all hate. He's balanced. He loves and He hates. Okay, so if He's got somebody set up to rule, what else would happen? He would have them set up to fall. Okay, and this man has been in rulership all this time. Now his time has come to the end. All right. Um. Oh, okay, gone. We're gonna go to staying in the book of Job. This is Job 30 and verse 8. Uh, actually, I'll start at verse 1. But now, Job 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing in the wilderness, in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. All right, and now am I their song? Yeah, I am their byword. They abhor me. They flee far from me and spare not to spit in my face. All right. So as you see how this man gets down, all right. And what is this talking about? They're them being what? Cave dwellers. Okay. They were in the clefts of the rocks. Okay. Base. You can't get no more base than that. You're basically like a homeless man. All right. Dirty scoundrels. All right. And these were the ones that were given the power to rule. Okay. For a time. All right. Let that be known. For a time. Okay. And then, so these are the ones in the clefts of the rocks. All right. Where else do you hear this? To prove that we're talking about the base men that's going to be set up to be destroyed, man. This is Obadiah 1, and I'll start at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. All right. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Oh, really? Who gonna bring you? Who gonna bring you down to the ground? Right. This is what Esau said. Right. Uh, um. Right. So, who gonna bring you down to the ground? Right. Where do you hear? Where do you hear that at? Let's go to Isaiah real quick, and I'm gonna get back on subject. This is Isaiah 47, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Shai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. All right, so the Israelites are going to be the ones that's redeemed. All right, but uh, going back to that verse 3, Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Go back to Obadiah, verse 1. Slakia, not verse 1. Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Well, what did we just read in 47? You going to sit your ass down on the ground, back to where you was. All right. Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and the mighty men of Teman, and the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter for the violence against thy brother Jacob, which is of the 12 tribes, right? To summarize, the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. All right, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, again, Isaiah 47. All right, that shame shall cover thee. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, right? Uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right. So yeah, the Lord is coming back to take this cat out, man. All right. Um, this is Job, right? Getting back to the understanding of this base man. All right. This is Job 30 and verse 8. Um, I'll start at verse 6 again. To dwell in the cliffs of valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. All right. Who was that? You already saw that in Obadiah. All right. Esau, Edom. All right. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay. So, yeah, this man is about to be set up. Now, let's go into the last book of the Bible. All right. Revelation, which means to what? Reveal. This is Revelation 9. And I'm going to read verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these 3 was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. So what that's talking about them ICB missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, a missile that can shoot from one end of the earth to the other. All right, to do what? To destroy this place, Great Babylon, Esau, Edom's kingdom, which we just went over in Isaiah 47. All right, he said ain't nobody gonna ever take him out. Ain't nobody gonna make him sit on the ground. Isaiah 47 said that. It said no, you gonna sit your ass on the ground. You gonna be destroyed. You going from your throne, your throne, to sit down on the ground, man. You are about to be taken out of rulership, and Jacob is gonna take over forever after that, never to be taken down again. And why would Yahushua be taken down? All right. Why would he be taken out of rulership? Esau, you are through, man. Your kingdom is at an end, and thank goodness for it, man. Because all you do is destroy, rot, and corrupt, man. Perverse. Your time is over. Lord willing, us is edifying, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word of truth. with truth and sincerity, especially not risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up and repent, y'all. This man is almost out of here. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakathum. Wa Abab Abal. Shalom.